Sorry for hijacking the whole episode.
No, we're good.
What do you want to talk about, Matt?
Man, you know what?
You had a thing. Let's do your thing.
You sure we got enough time to do that?
Let's do your thing.
Well, thank you. So, I just want to talk about something cathartic that I usually do. So, I'm an only child, and I have this weird thing where I hate
people.
No, that's the exact opposite. I love people. This topic is about more people. I was here by myself, Friday? Yesterday, so Thursday. And you two were both at work or gone. And I was just sitting here by myself. And I was tired of watching whatever. I didn't have anything to watch. And I was like, I don't want to be indoors anymore. It's a nice day. And so I decided to just go to the beach by myself and just hang out for a little bit and just get some food and walk around. I do that a lot because it's one of those things where if I'm not doing anything...
Invite me, man.
I think you were at work or something like that. I don't know.
I'm at my parents' house.
Oh, sorry. But I also just kind of like doing things on my own sometimes. I've gone and saw movies by myself.
Because you hate people.
No. Sometimes you need that though. You need
Yeah.
You've been with people. You've been I just want some alone time just to do whatever it is I want.
No, that's what I did with Cloverfield, and it was awesome.
Yeah, exactly. See, and so I went to the beach just to hang out for a little bit, and I just kind of wanted to just mention some of the things that I saw there that I thought were interesting.
Okay.
Number one, I was there for maybe 20 minutes. I pulled up, got to the beach. I saw more lesbian couples in that 20 minutes than I think I've seen in my life collectively up to that point. And I just thought that was interesting.
Well, yeah. What season are we in? What month?
It's June.
Yeah, well, that's how their migration pattern.
And I was it was so. I was at Huntington Beach, and it was so everywhere. I walk up the street, and be oh, that's two ladies kissing over there. All right, cool. Walk out to the pier. All right, they're holding hands past me. Great. Oh, that's just there's the ladies who are friends. No, they're kissing again. All right, cool. They're a lesbian couple. And
I like how you said again. They kissed the first time and they stopped. You're oh, they're probably just friends. Oh, wait, they're kissing again. Okay, they must be together. The first one wasn't a fluke.
No. Well, sometimes you got just a little you pecking thing. And
Yeah, what's a
kiss.
little making out between friends?
It's a little kissing. And then 3 times I'm okay, something's definitely up here. But no. And I was kind of thinking, I was maybe it's one of those things where once you break your foot and you're on crutches, all of a sudden you see a bunch of people on crutches. But then I realized that doesn't work because I'm not a lesbian. So I don't think that
Last I checked.
Is that what this topic is about, Matt?
No. The comparison didn't work, so I'm going to move on there. But
Abandoned ship?
Exactly.
It's not a choice, Matt.
And I don't know why I was sitting there and I was trying to make this joke work in my head somehow. It was a joke where I woke up one day and I thought I had a dream about this that I thought was really funny in my dreams somehow. So I was wondering if it's funny in real life. So I was trying to make it work. And it was a skit about a bunch of redneck, backwoods, inbreeding hillbillies that run a hotel. And I wanted that hotel to be called the Comfort Inbred. And I'm trying to figure out... What? Don't look at me like that, Brayden.
Boo.
I'm trying to think of how can I make that as a joke? I'm still working on it. I'm still workshopping.
I feel it has to be used in a cartoon.
Yeah, or a 60s sitcom.
I don't know. You walk up, you go to check in, the...
That could be funny if it's a Sweet Life of Zach and Cody kind of show, but it's all just redneck people.
Yeah, you walk up to the maitre d' and it's I imagine The Hills Have Eyes characters, but instead of killing you in the worst way, they show you to your room and they take your bags up.
All the guests are actually still within the family.
The maitre d' has 3 eyes, but one's on his ear or something like that.
I don't like this idea anymore. Oh, maybe that's just because he's the boss in a Zelda game.
All right,
They
cool.
have lots of eyes that you shoot. That's how you know where to beat them.
Yep. All right, cool.
That's how it happens.
All right, so that led to a good couple seconds of dead air. Moving on. So I was just sitting on the beach trying to work that out for a little bit while also looking around.
That's how that fits in.
Yeah, that's why that was there. These are just things that I did while I was at the beach.
Things that I do.
This was great. So I was buying like a soda at like a little, I don't even know what it's called. It was not like a 7-Eleven, but like one of those like side,
Like a surf shack.
yeah, like a
kinda?
surf shack kind of thing.
Jax?
I don't remember what it
Dwight's?
was.
Like the one on the sand?
I think so. Yeah, that one. I forget what it was called. But I'm standing there and I'm buying my soda, and there's this girl behind me, and she's talking to. And then
Oui, baguette. Omelette du fromage.
Splish splash.
oh, bonsoir. And she's talking to her friends, right? Mm-hmm. And he's got more fun. And she's talking to him, and I'm catching like the end of their conversation because like they're talking about Axe body spray, right? And someone said like, "Oh, have you guys ever seen like the chocolate one? Like it's supposed to smell like chocolate." And one girl was like, "Oh, the guy I lost my virginity to wore that one."
So it works.
Exactly. So here's my thought process after I heard that. I'm like, number one, okay, that Axe body spray actually works. But number two, this guy that she lost her virginity to doesn't get like any identity in her memory. This dude has no name. He doesn't have like any distinguishing features besides that he used Axe body spray, and he is just the guy I lost my virginity to.
And he is okay with that.
And so that leads
It's
me
on
to
his resume.
and so that
He uses him as a reference.
And so that just got me to that's like, how far removed can you get with such a that's so like it must have been like at a party or something like that, or she was probably just bombed out of her gourd to where like he's like, yeah, like that's just the guy this thing that happened to me.
The chocolate guy.
The chocolate man.
Willy Wonka.
So I thought that was funny.
You didn't talk to her or laugh?
I heard that and I was kind of like, there's a lot to unpack there. And I just kind of thought it, my mind went off. I just kind of thought about it for a minute. Oh, there was a cool 3-legged dog. I thought that was good. Yeah, but it wasn't like one of those sad looking ones. It was like one that was like playing and like running and getting balls.
Oh, there was that one that lived in your neighborhood that one time.
I had a 3-legged dog in my neighborhood?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, we were hanging out. I think it was when one of those random times that a dog came to your house and we had to take care of it because that's what dogs do in your neighborhood.
Yeah, dogs are like attracted to my house for some reason.
Yeah, because there's been at least, I can think of like 4 different dogs.
Yep.
That. Anyway,
Yep.
during one of those times, I remember some woman was like walking her dog and it was like, yeah, 3-legged dog. And it was like just walking, trotting, doing its thing.
I don't remember that.
Me neither.
Oh, great.
I do remember these like 2 little dogs. I think they were like, they're not Boston Terriers, but they were the smaller dogs that had like the pushed in face and the really curly hair.
They had to be like part poodle, maybe.
Puggle?
Maybe, I don't remember. But there were 2 of them that would break out of their house constantly. And they would come hang out at my house with my like golden retriever, Mac. Because I'd come home from school, and I'd look in the backyard, and my dog is huge. He's like this big, like, golden retriever. I like his
Just mass.
Yeah, his dad must have been part like Saint Bernard or something. 'Cause he's
Was he fat or just
Both.
big? Oh.
both. He has both on his side.
And he's hairy.
And he's hairy. I'd like come home, I'd look in the backyard, and he's just sitting there like propped up, and there are these 2 little dogs. One of them was like all black, and one of them had like white with brown spots on them. I called them Blackie and Mocha Frat, respectively.
Yep.
And they'd be running, they'd like run full speed, and then just jump and bounce off my dog. And he's just standing there, and he'd see me come home, and he'd be like, hey Matt, look at this shit. Look what I found. This thing's crazy. And I come out and be like, what are you guys doing here? And I check their collar, and I'd like, okay, doot, 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 call them up. hey, your dogs are at my house.
Again.
And they lived here and like, okay, we'll come get them. And I like picked them up and they said goodbye. And then like a week later, I come home and they're back. They're in my backyard again and they're doing the same thing. And my dog is again like, hey, Matt, guess who's back?
Look what I brought home.
Look at these things, man. They love me.
Yeah, because I think just those 2 dogs, I think there was like 2 occasions that I was there that they came, that they visited.
Yeah.
So it's like, how many more times that I wasn't there did they do that?
Once. They were there 3 times.
Okay, so I was there for 2 of them.
Yeah, you were there for 2 of them. And there was a point
What
where
are
like,
the odds?
Really? When you think about it.
yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe they came for Handy.
If you think about it.
If you think about
Yeah,
it.
the
hard
third
enough.
time was the last time you saw him, and that's when I wasn't there. Like, he's gone.
And they went on an adventure to find you, and they're still out there. They're still
don't
looking
know.
for you.
Doing Homeward Bound 3.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. It's not like Milo and Otis, where like,
I love that movie.
really,
That's why I had a pug.
really.
So my parents tell me.
All right, never mind. I shouldn't tell you,
You,
this then.
you do not badmouth Milo and Otis.
His parents said he loves that movie.
Well,
It's all I know.
I mean, oh, now I feel bad for ruining this for you.
Nike, man.
Yeah, your dog. I love Nike. I was a fan of Nike.
She was cool.
Yeah, she was a great dog. But Milo and Otis, that was back before like there were really stringent animal laws in movies.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
So
I forgot about that.
if you haven't seen Milo and Otis, it's about a little tabby cat and a little pug that are finding their way home.
There was a lot of those movies.
Yeah,
Well, it was one of them.
it was
What?
one of them. Look up Milo and Otis. They killed like 15 little kittens and pugs in the making of that movie.
I don't know that for a fact. But
Okay.
I know there is a scene where they have the cat getting pecked by seagulls.
Yep.
And for that scene, they had a cat get
Pecked by seagulls.
Yeah.
Yes. And that 100% happened. They sent a little pug up the river.
Yeah.
Do you think they went to get that pug? I don't think they went to get that pug.
Don't know.
I think they reached
Pugs
into
are
their,
expensive.
I think they reached into the barrel of their weird like slave animals and they pulled up another little pug and they're like, "Yep, put him in the scene now. What about the one we sent down the stream? He'll be fine."
You make me sick, Andy.
And I think in that movie as well, they have like a little like rabbit that gets eaten by like a big bird of prey.
I don't remember.
Do you think they trained an owl to grab a rabbit and be like, okay, now just let him go.
Yeah, owls are smart, dude.
As soon as the scene's done, you're just gonna let him go. We're gonna scamper away.
Owls are like librarians and stuff.
There's that optimism in you, Brayden.
Yeah, haven't you seen like Fox and the Hound? The mama owl. She took care of him.
That was a cartoon. And in Secret of Nim, the big wise owl didn't immediately eat the little mouse girl because also a cartoon. But yeah, so that movie's sad.
It had a good ending.
Good news though, Andy was out playing in the stream in his yard, and this pug just came floating on down.
And you know, it was still a puppy, so it was one of the first shots of the movie.
Yeah, life goes on. All right, what else did I see at the freaking beach?
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Oh God. You would think with like now that we strangely have like 400 subscribers, I'd be striving to make my topic a little more interesting.
No.
No, of course not. No. Let's see. Oh, this was weird. So there was this one like man and a woman that showed up to the beach, but they were not dressed like they were going to the beach because they dressed like they were from The Sound of Music.
Wow.
Like, you know the scene where I almost saw the movie once, but you know the scene where like the main chick is like in that field and she's in like the little apron and the weird long dress and she's just spinning around.
When she's
Yeah.
singing The Sound of Music.
She's singing The Sound of Music, the Sound of Music song. The titular song, Sound of Music, when she sings that.
Is that how you say that word?
Yeah, titular.
Titular?
Titular.
Titular.
I thought I
Totally titular,
I
dude.
could have sworn that was wrong, so I always said like titular.
Oh wow, you were a fool.
Because
Yeah.
titular just sounds too vulgar.
Yeah,
It's like that can't be right.
Yeah, we have a new movie with a little fish, Dory, in the titular film Finding Dory.
Dude, that's titular.
Woo. Hot dog. Oh, okay. So the last thing I thought was strange was so I was walking on the beach and I started at the pier, and Huntington Beach is a very popular beach, and so as popular beaches go, it's fraught with beautiful women. Place is lousy with them, right?
Yeah, we gotta go there more.
Yeah. Why haven't we done that? We have not.
I went.
Because Andy's afraid of outside.
I
Matt
don't-
doesn't invite me places.
So we have not taken advantage of that opportunity.
Nah, we still live here. Like we
Yeah,
can
dude,
still go.
it's half a mile away.
But we've been here for almost 2 years, and we've gone like thrice.
That's pretty good. That's at least once a year.
Yeah, I like them odds. That's 1.5 times a year.
Go on.
Anyway, so the place is fraught with beautiful women, but the weird thing was that, like, if you start at the pier and then walk away from it in either direction, people get progressively uglier as you go away from the pier.
Yeah, everybody socializes at the pier. That's like the rule.
Like it was so weird. Like at the actual pillars that hold the pier up, it's like gorgeous Baywatch bikini models that are just slow-mo run into the water, right?
And
And
they're
as
doing
you-
all their Instagram pics.
yeah. And then if you get to like lifeguard tower like 6, it's like all the families from the movie WALL-E that are just kind of like and they're like lumbering into the ocean.
Just
Looks like a bunch of beached whales.
I just imagine like everybody from like Vacation, like just some kids that don't want to be there, and some dad that's trying really hard to get everybody motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all wearing socks and sandals.
Yeah, shoebies.
909ers.
And like the weird dudes with like the neck beard that like seamlessly transitions into their chest hair.
If you can do that, you've earned it.
And you'll find those people at Tower 6 away from the pier.
Yeah, don't go on the even side.
The even side? Which
Odd,
one's the
odd
even
side. When the towers are even numbered. So
Boy, I'm gonna phrase that a little bit better so I'm not as stupid. Is it going towards like
north side is even.
north side's
South
even?
side is odd.
Okay, I was on south side.
Respect.
Respect.
Yeah. Flash the
Flash
shock.
the shaka, man.
Tower
Yeah.
7 is money, dude.
But yeah, it was so gross. Like there was this one lady I saw. I think it was a lady.
Oh, so
it
you
was
were not near the pier at this point.
No, I was farther away from the pier.
He was at Tower 19.
I say I think because she was in a 2-piece, but she was like lying on her stomach, but like she was so fat that she was like spreading out this way, so she was like melting into the sand, kind of thing. And she was so passed out that she didn't notice the army of seagulls pecking at her, like not her,
Okay.
but like that would.
Close one.
And when you say passed out,
Sure she was dead.
just flies.
No, she had a
There's
full
caution tape around it.
Hazard.
just getting eaten by all the hermit crabs.
Just want the guys in the full hazmat suits.
The man's just standing like, wow, she's a heavy sleeper.
We got a beached whale.
Oh, Andy, no, you can't say that anymore.
Whale watching.
Oh, no.
But no, she had like a little picnic set up next to her that was getting destroyed by seabirds. Like they had opened her bag of Doritos, and because I noticed because it wasn't open from either side, it was open from the middle, and it was like
So the birds didn't like.
no, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't like teamwork and like each grab an end and then walk opposite directions. No, this was a full on like mass feeding frenzy. So like the pigeons were like fucking up her sandwich that was in this plastic bag. And the seagulls were going to town on her Doritos, and she's just like,
Was she sunburnt?
I didn't notice. She didn't look sunburnt because I could still see the sunscreen wiped on her, so she was probably fine. But like, she was so unconscious that her whole reason for being at the beach was to eat all this garbage food, was being devoured by seabirds. And I'm like, wow, I'm gonna go back to the pier.
Good for her.
Maybe she had a good sleep.
I'm sure she did, man.
She was zonked out like that.
Yeah,
She
best
should
nap
ride
of her life. You wanna call it here?
Yeah, let's call it here.
Bring us home, Andy.
All right,
All
host
right.
us with the mostest.
Yeah, all right. So I hope you all enjoyed the 10th episode of the Wham Bam.
Bam!
It's just going to go downhill from here.
The show's over, man.
Yeah. We did put a lot of energy into this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, what are we doing? All right, we went over the script for how we start. How do we end it?
What's your outro? Just say this intro again, but as an outro.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, all right, we hope you enjoyed it. 10th episode.
If you weren't listening earlier,
Oh yeah, if you weren't listening earlier, you can watch us on YouTube at
youtube.com/StacheTag,
/StacheTag.
Did you just have a stroke?
/tag.
where we will upload each topic individually as its own video. But
But you can also listen to us again on SoundCloud or on iTunes.
Yeah,
if
boy.
you want to listen to the entire thing
In one big
uninterrupted.
piece.
Yeah. Who are we?
If you've got that kind of time.
Yeah, who are we?
Who are we?
Who am I?
All right, I've been your host. My name is Andy Cheadle. To the left, we have Matt Sagisi.
Hello. I mean, goodbye.
Oh, well, we can't. We have to start all over now.
Roll the intro again.
Matt Sagisi, everybody.
Goodbye, ladies and
And to the
gentlemen.
left hand, we got Brayden Curtis.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Good episode. All
right,
we hope you enjoyed.
We out.
Oh, we should have a mic just ready at all times to drop.
Bye-bye.
Save the best for last.